Hi, thanks for watching this. I'm going to read something that my mother wrote a few years before she died. She died on March 1st, 2010, and she wrote this just before a brief illness, and when she did become ill at various times in the last 3 or 4 years of her life, she would start talking about the Wizard of Oz, and it seems to have been something that was on her mind for many years. She sort of had Oz, the symbols of Oz all mapped out in her mind. In any case, this is not about that, but she starts it by saying, "I think that before I begin my Oz stuff, I should like to put Courtney in here." Courtney is my father. Having met when I picked him up at the corner tavern when a group of us senior co-eds had found that the football rally had ended before our editorial meeting closed and had decided to stop by the tavern before I drove them back to campus, we met because one beer was all we had money for, and we all needed cigarettes. So I stood in the middle of the room and said, "Someone spoke to me when we came in. I don't think I know any of you, but 4 of us are out of beer and cigarettes. You could join us if you'd like." 4 of them did, one bringing a stack of cigarette packs and a tray of beer. That one was Courtney. Needless to say, I was instantly smitten. He was tall, well-dressed in a 3-piece suit, and told us all about the ant and the grasshopper, Joyce. He was a graduate student with a teaching assistantship. The others were young men from the lab. They had just been in with him. But before he could finish the entertainment, I had to leave to drive my friends back to the dorm. He said that he would call, and we parted. Without a car, he used to walk the miles from Rutgers to my mom's house, walk me into town for dinner, and walk me home again. He sang fun Union songs he'd learned at Swarthmore. There once was a Union maid, If You Want a Raise in Pay, Joe Hill, and many more. We were moving along into the McCarthy days, and it was all very marvelous to me, having been raised in a Republican family, although my mother was beginning to go the other way. We never held hands or did any of that stuff, so that it was a stomach-shaking surprise to me when, as we were walking down the red shale lane leading to Mom's house, he grabbed me, squeezed me in his arms, kissed me, and announced that we should get married someday. I, of course, threw up onto the plants at the side of the road and then said yes. I think he was excessively uncomfortable in his skin, given him by a hen medic whose true love had been killed in World War I, leaving her sure she would never marry, and her wonderful widower spouse whose daughter was her age. Shy, prickly, and with a mote of intellect and distancing mechanisms wrapped all around him, thus far and no further. My mom asked a friend of hers, who happened to be Courtney's biology mentor at Rutgers, what he thought of this man. Very intelligent, very good student, and very strange. Marches to a different drum. And that was fine with me. I didn't want run-of-the-mill. We married and began years of moving and trying to find a place he liked, and one that liked him. That place was found in Hofstra's biology department, lasting some 30 to 35 years, full professor emeritus. I didn't suppose that I ever really understood him. I don't suppose that I ever really understood him, but I do know that I always loved him, and I know that my love was returned. 3 wonderful sons have confirmed that. And so that was my mother's memorial of my father. He died in 2003. And in any case, I miss them both. I am an orphan now at 50. Take care.